Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I hope everybody had a great weekend. So I had a pretty good first weekend for the month of October. But I know I had a little complaint about it, but yesterday it wasn't too bad. Nothing to talk about what's going on, and I am free. So even though at work, the truth doesn't take away from there, and I'm still hanging there. All right. Today, so let's hear me out one time, y'all. How did I start this platform? Well, this year for me, I started my first Spanish video back in February, because I had to give a a lot of details, including English and Spanish, because English, was my primary language, and second, I did have another language, which is in Spanish, though, So, so I had a lot of people, in my channel who have subscribed me, and because we got to take this respective thing easily at one time, and that's the main thing here, is that we have to focus on our goals, how we can rejuvenate ourselves. You see, let me tell you something. Because I have seen people going through their channel, commenting, on my business, not just my channel, but also everybody's platform, because they're gonna keep putting all your misinformation that they are not supposed to. Okay? Because already delete their behind. Guess what? Because even though another YouTuber, started to, putting nasty comments on their social platform, what's it's gonna happen at the end of 2025. If they keep putting all that misinformation at that time, they will be blocked. Okay, just like I did block these two guys for putting my misinformation on my comment section. So they have no business doing that, because I don't tolerate that kind of nonsense going on there, Okay, so all right, so every time, because when I ask people, for their phone number environmentally, because I knew they were going to accept it, not because I don't be giving strangers number, because they don't know about their personality, because even though when I start talking to someone on the phone, it's really great to see, just to say hello, how are you doing, things like that and beyond, because because I don't know what will happen in 2026, y'all, because when their social media platforms is blocked for good, I don't want to hear either one of them again. All right, and because right now I have a better job. I have a better living, for myself, because I don't waste anybody's time. Okay, even though if you have to go back to school and get your other degree, yeah, that's a great idea, because I'm still gonna keep my job, because I'm still helping everybody, because we all have good customer service skills, and I don't give no complaint about it. All right, and you see, guys, that's because sometimes people are just putting too much information about talking about, oh, why did you do that, why would you do that though, okay, because you know what, I don't even know who these people are, but they need to get out of my sight, okay, so you can run up your behind and get and go somewhere else. Okay? So, right now, because, I'm taking this easily one day at a time, because soon I'm going to be buying some new shoes and some new pants later today, because this is going to feel much different, as you can tell, when I get these new shoes and some new pants as of today. So I don't have time for that, okay? Because let me tell you something. This whole thing right there, it's your fault. It's your fault. Because I had some people who are doing too much witchcraft going on, and they keep telling me, that, my family, is dead. No, they are still alive. Okay? Because I had to block them on Telegram, because, they're just too much toxic women here in this world, and I'm never going back. Okay? Because you know what? Even though the right person will come, God is going to send me one soon, hopefully. Unless we have to fix our problems, so we can move forward. Okay? All right. So, it's too bad, they couldn't, even though your friends or your ex-lovers couldn't visit you, they have not seen you for a long time, you people just messed up big time, because, they're right, they are right. People, have been commenting on my section, because, and yeah, a lot of people, aren't just worth it, even though even if there are a bad person, I don't owe them anything. So, which means I give them nothing. All right? Because remember, if you want to continue to have a successful life, do it right. Okay? Because my social media platform, it's just still active, And this social media platform is it's not going to take everything away from me, because I still have good people on my platform who I have not seen them in a long time. So hopefully I will do that sometimes in the future, or I don't know. We'll see. All right. So that is it for today. I just wanted to say that thank you. I just wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing me. I appreciate you all taking the opportunity to work things out. I don't know what might happen in the future, or in some extent I'm expecting to subscribe pretty soon, so we can talk more about it. Okay, so don't forget to hit the like button on my channel. I would deeply appreciate that if you do that day by day. All right. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for everything today. Stay strong. Be on the lookout for yourselves, because I know I know there's a world of chaos going on. So we got to be very careful what we are doing from now on. And remember that don't let nobody take your free will. Okay, so just so keep adding your quotes. So I'm very impressed with your quote for today. Make sure you keep stay in a positive way, so you can be ready to so you can be ready to have a future ahead of you. All right. So thank you so much for everything today. And I do last but not least, I just wanted to say that my coworker has been offered another job. She's not there anymore, so I will hopefully to see them soon, so we can get a nice hangout, take our time to talk about what's going on, and how we and see how we can live up to that in the future. So yeah, thank you so much for everything. I appreciate all my coworkers, for saying goodbye to her, because she was the sweetest person. She never, I know she was taken I know she got kind of discouraged, feeling nervous about it, but I know she can do it. She's not giving up on herself at all. All right. So anyway, thank you so much for everything. I hope everybody have a blessed day. God bless you all. Remember, be careful outside. This is the time of year to get ourselves together, so we can stay put for the rest of our year. Okay, so thank you. God bless you all, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.